Families headed back in court today in the Surfside condo collapse. It comes after $1 billion settlement was reached in the wrongful death case.
But now it's the attorney's fees in that lawsuit that are under some scrutiny. And Local 10's Parker Branton is live in Surfside to explain that situation. Parker.
Christy, good afternoon. The judge ultimately deciding here this afternoon that the attorneys would be awarded just over $70 million. That's about 7.5% of the recovery in this case. Let's take you inside of the courtroom. The judge making this decision within the last half hour. This court hearing started this morning about 9 o'clock. It lasted just over 3 hours. And we all remember earlier this year, a more than $1 billion class action settlement was reached following the collapse of Champlain Towers South condo building in Surfside. It was a settlement that was accepted and applauded for several people that were very pleased with this. More than 130 attorneys and staff worked more than 34,000 billable hours in this case. They requested about $100 million. That was a 4.5 multiplier. Now they are entitled to a multiplier, but it wasn't necessarily guaranteed in this case. From what they understood, when the attorneys took on this case, the judge made it clear that they might go away with nothing, but it was really unclear what exactly these attorneys would walk away with. But right now we are hearing this afternoon, again, the judge deciding that they will have just over $70 million to divide among 17 firms. That will be divided among them all, not equally though. They'll just divvy that out among the work that was done. Judge Michael Hansman saying the lawyers stepped up in this case are the best in the business, calling them Hall of Famers, saying that this time was spent was astronomical, saying that he has never seen a more complicated case than this one. And of course, we know that some of the families of the victims of the Surfside condo collapse were kind of questioning this multiplier that the attorneys were initially asking for, which was $100 million. Many of them were upset because that's coming out of the pool of money that was won in this case. And they were, from their understanding, some of them said that they believed that these attorneys were working pro bono. But the judge explained today that that wasn't the case necessarily, that they were going to go through and evaluate what the award was going to be at the end of it after it was all said and done. And again, this afternoon, we are hearing from the judge himself, Judge Michael Hansman, that the award will be just over $70 million. Again, 7.5% of what was recovered in this case. Back out live here this afternoon, I can tell you attorneys are walking out of the courthouse here along with some of the families of those victims. We are getting their reaction right now, and of course we'll have that for you coming up this afternoon. For now, we are live in Miami. I'm Parker Branton, Local 10 News.